Ever wondered how our body absorbs vitamins and minerals? Well, it's a fascinating journey that involves every part of your digestive system. This journey begins the moment we consume food rich in essential vitamins and minerals. These nutrients are then broken down, ready to be absorbed. And guess what? The most action-packed part of this journey takes place in our small intestine. Here, these nutrients cross the mucosal layer, ready to be absorbed. But it's not just as simple as crossing a finish line. There are several factors that can affect this absorption process, like the presence of other nutrients, or even the acidity or alkalinity of our digestive tract. In essence, our gastrointestinal tract, or GIT, is like a busy highway guiding vitamins and minerals to their rightful places within our bodies. So let's begin this journey and unravel the process of vitamins and minerals absorption. Some vitamins and water start their journey into our bloodstream through a simple process called passive diffusion. Now let's unpack that a bit. What exactly is passive diffusion? Imagine a crowded room bustling with people. Suddenly the doors at one end swing open, revealing a much quieter, emptier room. Naturally, people start to move from the crowded space to the less crowded one, right? That's essentially what passive diffusion is. It's the process of molecules moving from an area of high concentration to an area of low concentration. In our case, these molecules are the vitamins and water in our digestive tract making their way into our bloodstream. What's interesting about passive diffusion is that it's a bit like a lazy river ride at a water park. It doesn't require any energy. The molecules just go with the flow, moving along their concentration gradient until they're evenly distributed. It's a natural, effortless process that our bodies are constantly utilizing to maintain balance. And it's not just vitamins and water that take this route. Drugs can also be absorbed this way. They slip into our bloodstream, often using the same passive diffusion mechanism. But here's where it gets a little tricky. Sometimes drugs and nutrients can end up vying for the same absorption pathway. It's a bit like two people trying to squeeze through a narrow doorway at the same time. They might end up slowing each other down or even blocking each other entirely. This competition can impact how effectively our bodies absorb certain nutrients or drugs. But don't worry, our bodies are remarkably adaptable. They've evolved to manage these potential conflicts, ensuring we still get the nutrients we need. So, even if you're taking medication, your body will typically still be able to absorb the vitamins and water it needs through passive diffusion. So that's how some vitamins find their way into our blood. But what about minerals? That's a bit more complex. Minerals, especially cation minerals like selenium, have a more intricate journey. They are made available for absorption through a process called chelation. Now, what exactly is this process? Let's dive into it. Think of chelation like a special VIP pass that allows minerals to enter the exclusive club of your body. This pass is granted by a ligand, an acid, an organic acid, or an amino acid. In this process, a mineral gets bound to the ligand, which in essence prepares it for absorption by the intestinal cells. It's like a molecular handshake, allowing the mineral to be recognized and accepted by the body. The process of chelation is not random. It's highly specific and efficient. Different minerals bind with different ligands, forming a unique chelate complex. This specificity ensures that the right mineral is paired with the right ligand, optimizing the absorption process. Take iron, for instance. In the stomach, hydrochloric acid helps to break down food and release iron. This iron then binds with a substance called mucin to form an iron chelate complex. This complex is then ready to be absorbed by the intestinal cells. But it's not always smooth sailing. Certain substances, like phytates and oxalates found in plants, can interfere with the absorption of minerals like iron and zinc. In these cases, the body needs to work a little harder to ensure these minerals are absorbed. This can include fermenting, soaking, sprouting, and pre-treatment with certain enzymes to improve the bioavailability of the minerals. So as you can see, chelation is a complex yet essential process that ensures the body gets the minerals it needs. It's like a well-orchestrated dance where every step matters, and the end result is the effective absorption of vital minerals. This complex process ensures minerals are ready to be absorbed. But how does the body decide which minerals to absorb? The absorption of minerals like iron and zinc is partly dependent on the needs of the host. there are also important interactions among minerals. Let's take a deeper dive into the fascinating world of mineral absorption. The efficiency of iron and zinc absorption isn't just a simple passive process. Instead, it's a dynamic one, influenced by the needs of our bodies. When our bodily stores of these minerals are running low, our system kicks into high gear, increasing the absorption rates to replenish what's been lost. But it's not just about the body's needs. The presence of other minerals can impact the absorption of iron and zinc. For instance, when magnesium, calcium, and iron are present in excess, they can impede the absorption of zinc. Similarly, too much iron or zinc can decrease the absorption of copper. The beauty of our body's absorption system is its adaptability. When animal sources of iron and zinc are consumed, absorption is generally better. However, if you're a plant lover, don't despair. Our bodies have their own clever ways of making plant-based iron and zinc more accessible. Fermenting, soaking, sprouting, and pre-treatment with phytase enzymes can all improve the bioavailability of these minerals from plant-based foods. Now let's talk about competition. Yes, even at a microscopic level, there's a bit of a rivalry going on. Some minerals, like cobalt and iron, compete and inhibit one another's absorption. This is likely due to an overlap in their absorption mechanisms. So what's the bottom line here? The process of mineral absorption is a fine balance, a dance carefully choreographed by our bodies. It's not just about what we eat, but how our body responds to it. The presence of certain minerals, our body's needs, and even the competition among minerals all play a part in this intricate process. So, not only does our body decide what to absorb, it also determines how much to absorb based on our needs and the interactions among minerals. Once absorbed, minerals are transported in our blood, bound to protein carriers. These protein carriers play an essential role in the journey of minerals throughout our bodies. Let's delve into this fascinating process. Protein carriers can be specific or general. Specific protein carriers, like transferrin and ceruloplasmin, bind with particular minerals. Transferrin, for instance, has a special relationship with iron, while ceruloplasmin prefers to bind with copper. These carriers are like exclusive clubs, only allowing certain members to join. On the other hand, general protein carriers like albumin are more like a public bus. They are less picky and bind with a variety of minerals. Each mineral hops on board the albumin bus, ready for its journey through the bloodstream. A fraction of each mineral is also carried in the serum as amino acid or peptide complexes. These complexes are like mineral passenger hybrids, a blend of mineral and amino acid or peptide. They navigate the bloodstream with ease, transporting minerals to their required destinations. Interestingly, specific protein carriers are usually not completely filled up. Imagine a bus with empty seats or a club with room for more members. This reserve capacity serves a crucial function. It acts as a buffer against excessive exposure to minerals. Now, this might make you wonder, why do we need a buffer? Well, while minerals are essential for our health, too much of a good thing can be harmful. Overexposure to certain minerals can lead to toxicity. This is where our protein carrier buffers come in. They protect us by ensuring that we don't get an overdose of minerals. So you see, the journey of minerals from our food to our cells is a complex and delicate process. It involves not just the absorption of these minerals, but also their careful transportation and buffering to maintain the right balance. These protein carriers not only help transport minerals, but also serve as a buffer against excessive exposure, protecting us from toxicity. So, that's the fascinating journey of vitamins and minerals from your meal to your cells. From the moment these nutrients enter our bodies, they embark on an incredible voyage. They pass through the gastrointestinal tract, where they are digested and absorbed primarily in the small intestine. Some, like certain vitamins, pass through by simple passive diffusion, while others, like calcium minerals, go through a more complex process called chelation. The absorption of these nutrients isn't a one-size-fits-all process. It's influenced by various factors like the presence of other nutrients, acid or alkali, and even phytates and oxalates. It's a delicate dance of interactions, intricately tied to our body's needs. Once absorbed, these nutrients are transported, often bound to protein carriers. Understanding this journey helps us appreciate the complexity of our bodies and the importance of a balanced diet. So, the next time you enjoy a meal, remember the incredible journey your nutrients embark on.